Question 11, it says the surface area of a circular pond is 35 metres squared. Calculate the diameter of the pond. Okay, so forget about it being surface area, it's just the area. We know that the area of this circular pond is equal to 35 metres squared. Okay, now the area of a circle is pi r squared. And we know that's equal to the area, which is 35. So so to find out the diameter, I need to go and find out the radius first. So to find out the radius, I'm going to divide both sides by pi. If I divide both sides by pi, it gets rid of this pi times radius squared here, leaving just radius squared here. And then in my calculator, I do 35 divided by pi, which is 11.14 blah blah blah. Okay, so I've not bothered to round that yet, I'm just going to leave it as that. And then I need to get rid of this squared, so the opposite of squaring is square rooting. So r would equal the square root of that answer. So rather than writing the whole thing again, I've just used my answer button. And we get 3.3377905889. Again, I don't need to write out the whole thing because I've not quite finished yet. I only round my final answer, but I could have said this dot 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 like I did before. Now we should know, when it comes to a circle, that the line going straight across, that is what we call the diameter. The line going from the centre to the circumference is called the radius. So the diameter is 2 of the radiuses, so I now need to double that to find what the radius is. So times that answer by 2 gives me an answer of 6.7 to 1 decimal place. Okay, so I've said 6.7. Okay then, part B says water flows into the pond at a rate of 50 litres per minute. Complete the following statement by inserting a value written in standard form correct to 3 significant figures. It says water flows into the pond at a rate of how many metres cubed per second? Now this is quite a hard question because it's gone from being in minutes to being in seconds, and this answer here is in litres and it wants it in metres cubed. Now the conversion I know is 1 litre is equal to 1,000 centimetres cubed. So that means that 50 litres must be 50,000 centimetres cubed. Okay? Right then, so what am I going to do next? Now, it would be really, really nice if I could change that. So this is 50 litres in a minute. So in 1 minute, we know that 50,000 centimetres cubed would go into the pond, and then we could divide it by 60 to turn it into every second. However, this is in centimetres cubed, and they want it to be in metres cubed, and that's quite a tricky conversion. I'm not expecting you to know that. This is quite a hard question, okay? But if you could say this here and this here, you could be lucky enough to pick up, you'd certainly get 1 mark. In fact, look in there. If you then said divide that by 60 to get 50 litres in 1 minute would be equal to, so 50,000 divided by 60 would be equal to 833.3 with a dot centimetres cubed in 1 second. That would actually get you a mark. Okay, so you'd be on 2 marks out of the 4 here already. Unfortunately, it's not quite as simple as that because this answer is in centimetres cubed. We need to change it into metres cubed. So, if I've got it's all too convenient to say 1 centimetre cubed or 100 centimetres cubed is equal to 1 metre cubed, but that is wrong. Although it's true if it said 100 centimetres is equal to 1 metre. That is true, but not when it's cubed. So if I was to think of a cube here that was 1 metre by 1 metre by 1 metre, that would be 1 metre cubed. Now if I was to think of that in centimetres cubed, that would be 100 centimetres by 100 centimetres by 100 centimetres. So that would actually be equal to 100 times 100 times 100, which is actually 1,000,000 centimetres cubed. So 1 metre cubed is equal to 1,000,000 centimetres cubed. So it's not quite the same conversion there. So what I need to do now is that 50,000 centimeters cubed. If I divide that by 1,000,000, I will turn that into meters cubed. So 50,000 divided by 1,000,000 would come to 0.05 meters cubed. Okay, now that would be in 1 minute. I need to then turn that into every second, so I'm going to divide that by 60. So 0.05, divided by 60. Let me try writing here so you can actually see what I'm doing. 0.05 divided by 60 is equal to 0.00083 dots. Okay, and finally it did ask me to write that in standard form. So to write that in standard form, I'd have to write that as a number point something, so in this case it'd be 8.3 reoccurring, times by 10 to the power of a minus because it is a small number, and then that decimal will jump 1, 2, 3, 4 places to get in between the 8 and the 3. Okay, quite a tricky one that. I'm not requiring you to think about this question when you think of the reflection here. Okay, but you know, maybe 1 or 2 marks quite doable there. Okay, so fill in your reflection, but forget about part B. Can you just do it for part A, for the one on the circular pond? Thank you.